Hello there, Internet, and welcome to my continuing coverage of the February 2026 Steam NextFest. I've seen a few screenshots of this particular game. This is one of those games that I was actually aware of before NextFest began. Some of them that you'll see me play, it's like I just find them in a list. I've never heard of them before. No, this one is a game that I have actually heard of. It's a somewhat minimalistic. Oh, this isn't recording properly. Okay, it's going to be one of those, is it? Not working now? There we go. So that's weird. It started... I don't know whether any of you have used OBS. OBS has three different ways to capture your screen. You can use what is called game capture. You can use what is called window capture. And you can use what is just called display capture. Display capture literally just grabs whatever is on the monitor that you select. Any notifications that pop up and so on and so forth, they all get baked into the video. Window capture is in theory designed to capture a specific window, and game capture is specifically for games in theory. But with a lot of games you usually have to decide and choose between game or window capture, because some work for some games and some don't. This wasn't working with game capture to start off with, so I put window capture on and chose that, and then we got into the menu and it froze. But then game capture started working underneath. So we're now back on game capture. This has got 30 minutes of my time starting now. That was me pressing the hotkey that I've got for starting. I don't have... Whoa. Okay, that's L1. L2, R2, R1. We have got nothing in terms of... is that full screen and windowed options? Am I supposed to have other controls? Am I supposed to be able to jump and stuff? Right, we've got WASD controls. Just randomly pressing keys here. That's start. That's select. If I turn... Where's all this stuff open? Why is Steam input turned off again? Am I supposed to have sound? Okay, I've now got a dash with circle. I do have sound, it's just so low. I've just had to turn my own speakers up. Oh, okay, we can now dash into tubes. And get through there. Okay, so maybe we're not supposed to have. Ah, okay, now I have jump. Okay, initial thoughts. I am very torn on that as an introduction. Because unless you make it clear to the player that actually their controls aren't broken, you're going to have a lot of people writing bug reports thinking, it's like, straight away, I think my control's broken. 30 seconds into the game and I can't do anything except move. It's like, make it clear to the player that that is intended. Because with demos, for NextFest, you just cannot assume that, oh yeah, this is all intentional. Anyway, we're online, things are working, and this actually feels great. The jump feels really solid. Dash feels responsive. We are incredibly zoomed out, but we've got this lovely outline around our characters, so I don't feel like I'm going to get lost. It's nice and clear which way we can go into and out of those pipes. Even though it looks like they're blocked, as long as there's an arrow pointing in the right direction, we could go either way. There's no air dash. Oh, this is blocked. I really like the sense of atmosphere being given here. The pixel art is nice and crisp. I don't know what that did. I think I can just about hear... Ooh. Okay, that was wall climb, is what that was. Oh, it doesn't matter. Oh, I was wrong. It looks like we can go either way through those. It wasn't a... It has to have an arrow pointing in the right direction. Right. This is a weird wall climb. It actually... In fact, let me... Oh, that doesn't like that. Oh, that doesn't like that either. Oh, God. It's all gone. It's all gone wrong. It's all gone wrong. Oh, and that's destroyed my timer as well. I hope that doesn't reset. You see how it auto hops up? So we can hop off normally, but it auto hops. Oh, I hope this hasn't broken things. Oh no, it looks like my timer's still running. Good. Yeah, that's kind of weird, frankly. And will probably take some getting used to. Spacebar or left mouse button or down or... Okay, so that's actually telling us to jump and then dash. So we've now unlocked an air dash. That's death. Okay. That's better. So I needed some extra volume. In terms of game feel, I'm not sure how I feel about this extra hop up. Just trying to figure out how it wants me to wall climb. Oh, sorry, I've got the mouse cursor there. Okay. I think I'm using the momentum of that. Uh-huh. Okay, so we've got puzzle elements. No. Uh-huh. That. Yeah, understood. I get the mechanics. I think the more I'm looking at this, the more I really like this art style. It's really detailed, but also kinda simplistic. Right, I think all that's allowed us to get up here now. Oh, okay. I see. So we need to go from here to this, and that gives us a timer to get through the door. Uh-huh. Ah! Huh. There we go. Ooh, we don't quite move very smoothly on those platforms. Going down? Oh, we don't have an actual wall jump, I've just realised. What I thought was a wall jump is actually just the pogo hop thing. Going up again. Oh, there's... There's... I'm sorry, my commentary is very lackluster for this. Diamond components? Huh. Fail. No, I need to go... I need to jump over... and do that. Ooh, how am I getting out of that? Oh, I know what I'm doing. Well, I might know what I'm doing. Huh? I was expecting that to open that door. Oh no, I need to take this over there. Well, I'm not going to do it like that, am I? No. Oh, I need to do it without landing? Aha! I've succeeded in a vaguely basic puzzling. Okay. So we have activated one of the Samo flanges. Right, is there another one this side? What is this? Right. Same again. Oh, that's lasers. Right, so I need to get... that? I guess? Okay, I was confused as to how I was getting back. For those of you who know me and my channel, you'll know that this isn't realistically the type of game that I play. Oh, we've got an orb. Do we know what to do with the orb? We do not. Do we know what the orb does? We do not. The orb is a key for this block, apparently. Down and down again. Double jump unlocked. Okay. Movement options become greater. Uh-huh. Oops. Oh, I need to do that better. Much better than that. Huh. No. Yes. Fail. Fail. Exactly the same fail. Ahem. Huh. Now we can get up here, which we couldn't do before. Okay. Oops. Yeah, so double jumping resets our wall bounce capability. Oh god. Yeah. Oh, that's not high enough. Okay. Where am I? Oh god, I'm all the way back down here. Oh, oh god. Cock that up. Aha! Okay. Huh. Right. Uh-huh. My commentary is incredibly insightful, as you can probably tell, when it comes to puzzle games. Those look spiky. Oh no, it's just a background element for now. Huh. Oh. Okay, that's all that seems to do. Those look like the credits over there. Two humans? Jacob Scott and Seraph Engine. Oh, Seraph Engine is the name of a person. I thought Seraph Engine was the name of the engine that the game was built in. Okay. No, I guess they are the composer. So not credits then. Well, I mean, yes, credits. Was that technically tutorial / prologue done? The thing has been done. Thank you for playing the Chasm Shift demo. If you're reading this, you have reached the end of the demo. Mysterious symbols. This is not the kind of game that I would play for YouTube. Or maybe it is. Maybe it is. There's something about the feeling of movements in this game that I actually really quite like. I think my only critique is that the initial 2 minutes, the initial onboarding just kind of feels like the game's broken. Because it feels like we can't jump, we can't attack, we can't do anything. Now, obviously, if you explore even like a room to the right, then you start unlocking, or left, whichever it was, you start unlocking things. But if you are the kind of player who just checks out all of your controls in the first room, like I do in basically all of my demo videos, you can hopefully kind of see why I was like, is this working? Because this is what happens. Sometimes, you know, the D-pad works for direction or the stick works for direction, but the other buttons don't work in a demo. Or the full game, actually, in a couple of games that I've played. And it is like, is that an issue with how the controls are set up? Is it an issue with the fact that I use a DualSense controller and Steam Input hasn't been enabled, or what have you? Steam Input is an excellent tool for getting things working, because the DualSense is supposed to have native Windows support now. Whether it's just because it's got native Windows support, of course, doesn't mean that the games are set up to use it natively. That's my understanding of things. More and more games, though, are working with it. I mean, when I have been playing around with Unity and I've used the Unity input system, the new one, or actually the old one, both recognise the DualSense controller absolutely fine. So your Unity games should always recognise them properly, which means that it often comes down to, oh, I'm pressing buttons and nothing is happening. What is the problem here? Has something gone wrong? Is there a bug? But as it turns out in this, you just need to do a little bit of exploration before you get anything. I'm assuming this sequence of pictographs is related to something. Could just be an in-universe thing. It could be an ARG style thing where I'm supposed to go and look for stuff outside the game. Whatever the case, I have actually really quite enjoyed that demo, so I'm now going to break things. Oh no, it hasn't broken. I'm going to actually read a little bit about Chasm Shift, because as I said, I've seen this before. So a 2D pixelated platformer journey through a mysterious and vast maze of puzzle box dungeons. Solve puzzle-infused platforming challenges and uncover new abilities as you plunge into an atmospheric adventure. So it's not technically a Metroidvania, which is interesting because it did show up for me under the Metroidvania section. But it doesn't actually have the Metroidvania tag under popular user-defined tags. But again, I don't check that when I am checking the NextFest page. I filter via Metroidvania tag, and that's it. I just assume that the rest of the games have got the Metroidvania tag. The only other possibility is if it actually showed up under For You as opposed to Metroidvania. That could potentially be a thing, because as I said, I'd heard of the game. So I could just have downloaded the demo because of that. Either way, I have enjoyed the experience, even though I don't think my commentary was particularly riveting. I enjoyed the game. And obviously, from a personal standpoint, enjoying the game is much more important to me than whether I had interesting things to say about the game. I really like the art style. It's minimalistic yet detailed, in the sense of there's a lot of... What do I mean by this? There is a lot of detail in some of the individual pieces of foreground art, background art, and so on and so forth. But it also feels quite straightforward in terms of what it is doing. It reminds me a bit of Unworthy, which I will often go back to when it comes to talking about more subdued monochromatic palettes. It reminds me, lighting-wise, of Carrion, which did great things with its lighting. I've got the... Yeah, you can see the different hazes of lighting on here, which I really quite like. What is this actually made in? Do we know? It's a Godot game. It's a Godot game, and you can tell it's a Godot game because it's still got the Godot icon as its executable. You can change that in Godot in your build settings, I believe. You'll probably want to do that. Yeah, interesting thing about Godot games, just as a complete aside, I discovered that there are two different ways that you can build. But there's possibly more, but there's two that I know of. There's one where you can have an executable and some pack files or folders with stuff in. And there's another way where you can literally bundle everything into the executable and just have it run from the executable, and everything is piled into that. I've no idea which is better, more efficient, more processor friendly, works on better devices. I just happen to know it's a thing because I've been watching various tutorials on it. Shout out to Michael Games, who I go to for my my Godot tutorials on the rare occasion that I've actually had the time to do stuff. This was fun. I enjoyed this. It made me think. There's something about the fluidity of controls that really appealed to me. You are picking up abilities to get you through the next section. I wouldn't specifically classify it as a Metroidvania because of that. It's very much a puzzle platformer, and whilst I don't tend to gravitate towards puzzle platformers, some of my favourite moments in Metroidvanias that I've played recently are the platforming sections. I've gone on record before as saying that Path of Pain in Hollow Knight I enjoyed. I wasn't very good at it. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying I'm good at these things, but I'm alright. Path of Pain was good. The Abyss Escape and the Rise to the Surface in Silksong were very enjoyable. Stuff in the Crucible in Mio, I'm pretty certain I said amidst the rage that I really thought those sections were well designed, but I had issues with the controls that were preventing me and that realistically actually ruined the experience for me. But I'm pretty certain I said in my Crucible episode that, I thought the actual puzzles and precision platforming nature of those sections were actually very well designed, but the controls weren't well implemented enough for those sections. The controls incidentally have been fixed now, but of course if you've gone onto my tier list you'll say, oh well, it's not moved in its tier list. It's like, no, my tier list is about how much fun I had with the game when I first played it, not how much potential fun I could have had after things were fixed. Some people might say that that's a bit unfair. It's like, then they should have got it right the first time. It is what it boils down to. There are too many games to play to go back to them to change your opinions if you work and play through games like I do. Unfair? Some people will say yes, but it's my tier list. Anyway, I've gone 6 minutes over. Thank you very much for watching this playthrough the Chasm Shift demo. This is going on my wish list. This has done what I believe a good NextFest demo should do. It has made me want to play more of the game, even if it's a game that is in some ways outside of the genre that I would normally focus on. I am not a puzzle platformer in general for the games that I like playing, but there's something about the visual stylings and the feel of this that I quite like. That being said, and this is the caveat, I think I have got room in my brain for maybe 1 or 2 more abilities to work into the puzzling. Any more than that, and I will probably start to struggle and get frustrated. Which is not me saying, oh, if there's 8 more abilities to unlock that you're going to try and weave in, that I won't play it. I'm just saying that my ability to cope with complex puzzle platformer mechanics has a limit. But this so far has been absolutely fine. No issues whatsoever. And I like the kind of trial and error, almost Meat Boy nature of it. You just respawn and you're straight back into it. You're not managing health, you're not managing points or upgrades or whatever. It's just like, it's linear in the sense that you are going on this journey, you are picking up these abilities as you go to make the puzzles more complex, and you are defeating the challenges, and you're just sticking at it until you go. The one thing that I would like to know about is how the save system works, which we haven't really been able to explore, and not all demos have a save system built in. This screen, in fact, if I can offer some feedback on this screen, it's really unclear what some of these things... Yeah, what does that do? That exits the game. You see how the fact that I had to question what a thing did implies that it's not clear enough. Let's load back in and see whether now I know what it does, I can make that connection in my head. Yeah, see that... Oh, is it going to load up again? I think it might just take a really long time. No, there we go. It takes a really long time to hook into OBS for some reason. This down here doesn't scream exit game to me. And since you got text on, why not just put the text down here? Likewise, this here. It's like... One, two, three... It's like, what is this telling me to do? I don't know. I'm pressing 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm assuming that's L1, R1, triangle and square. I'm assuming it's the D-pad on the right. Is it just saving us to the literal spot that we were in? It is. Okay, well that's cool. I appreciate that. Yeah, I feel your minimalistic menu design is actually hurting the usability and readability and understandability of your controls. And that shouldn't be a thing. Yeah, so we know that this is exit game. I have no idea what this is supposed to be, and I can't click on it or anything. It's just I don't know what it does, and that was me accidentally exiting the game again. That's going to be it for my look at the Chasm Shift demo. That's going straight onto my wish list. Done and done. Coming soon. We've got no more information about it, but yeah. Let me know down below. Did you figure out what that thing in the bottom right of the menu was? Do please let me know. I'll catch you all in the next video. Cheerio. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, why not click the like button and consider subscribing. Remember, you can ring the bell notification icon to get notified when new videos go live. And until next time, cheerio.